Well, chances are you're all pretty familiar with the political party leaders of Canada.
But one new candidate is sticking his whiskers into the ring, hoping to become the next Prime Minister of Canada.
CTV's Matt Woodman introduces us to Earl Grey, the cat candidate.
There's still very few federal election campaign signs in play around the Halifax area, but there's one in particular that sticks out more than others. We caught up with Earl Grey, the leader of the Tuxedo Party, at his campaign headquarters, or Cattopia as his handlers call it, where he was a little hesitant to talk to the media.
This is not how you campaign.
But with a little encouragement and a couple of treats, he finally smiled for the cameras and showed off his best tricks. After all, he is related to Tuxedo Stan, the cat that ran for Halifax mayor back in 2012.
Earl is Tuxedo Stan's brother, so we felt that, sort of like the Kennedys, that we'd pass the reins of power on down to his brother.
Stan passed away in the fall of 2013, leading up to the provincial election. Earl Grey stepped in, running an unsuccessful campaign for Premier of Nova Scotia. Now he's back in the spotlight, hoping to become the country's next Prime Minister.
We're hoping to have election signs available in all provinces, hopefully even territories. So this is truly going to be a national campaign.
That's right. This cat has his own election signs, bumper stickers, campaign buttons, and even t-shirts. Anything to scratch and claw away votes. But don't expect to see him pawing along the campaign trail anytime soon. Earl Grey doesn't really like to travel. If he wins, how's he going to travel to Parliament?
Parliament will have to come to him.
Okay, let's be honest. Earl Grey won't be winning a seat on Parliament Hill anytime soon, but he is raising the issue of animal welfare.
It's a huge problem, and unfortunately there's no government agency that's, looking after it.
In a way, Earl Grey is bringing a voice to the voiceless and the voteless, hoping to have their needs met in this election. Hugh Chisholm is a retired veterinarian who manages Earl's campaign. He says while animal cruelty laws are tough in the Maritimes, they're outdated across the country.
It was written in 1892 and it hasn't really been, looked at since. And so the laws are very archaic. There's a lot of cruelty that goes on in this country that people basically walk away from.
All of the money raised from the sale of campaign merchandise will help spay and neuter feral cats around Halifax. And even if he's just trying to raise money and awareness, he still thinks he'd make the perfect Prime Minister. Matt Woodman, CTV News, Hubli, Nova Scotia.